This is going to be your guide for obtaining shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, first off, I'm heading over to Hiya City because this is where you can obtain the shiny charm, which will make your adventure a lot easier if you have caught every Pokemon in the Alola Pokedex. So all you need to do is talk to Omori right here. He is the game director, and if you've filled up your Pokedex, which is apparently pretty fun to do, he will give you a shiny charm. Now, I haven't done that, but we can see that the shiny charm is very easy to obtain in Pokemon Sun and Moon compared to other generations because we only need to fill up the Alola Pokedex, not the National Pokedex, which means 302 Pokemon need to be seen. So if you've done that, good for you. You can pick up a shiny charm and then have highly increased rates of finding shiny Pokemon. Now, shiny charm is not needed for catching shiny Pokemon, but it does make it easier. The new method involves an adrenaline orb. So you receive this around the second island, either after your 4th or 5th trial completion, that you'll notice the shop updates and adrenaline orbs will be able to be bought. What this does is it makes it to where SOS battles will be more likely. So let's go and get one of those started. You might have already noticed that an opposing Pokemon in the wild may call for an ally and a Pokemon will drop down, thus making it a 2v1 battle. Crap! I forgot about that. I wasn't ready. Cut. I just wanted the shiny Salandit, and it's more common in Whale of Volcano. Either way, let's get back on track with this guide. So, it's very easy to start shiny hunting. You pretty much just need to buy a couple of adrenaline orbs, or since they're super cheap, load up on like 100 so you never have to worry about running out, and a Pokemon with False Swipe. So we just used False Swipe, we got a Pokemon down really low, and now we get to pop an adrenaline orb, and that's it, guys. That's all it takes. We are now shiny hunting. And all we have to do is wait for a Pokemon to call for help. Generally happens at the end of the turn. It's almost every turn when a Pokemon is dropped to 1 hit points off of the False Swipe. And then that is something that can also happen right there. Help may not appear. So if that happens, have self-restraint. Like if you're doing this mindlessly, you might accidentally KO that Pokemon and then your chain ends right there. But with the False Swipe, you could use that again. And that pretty much makes it to where it never knocks out the opposing Pokemon. So at least you have something right there if you're just mashing A on that False Swipe. But also there are some other things that you can do, such as use items. So we'll see if this ends up coming into play, because there's also some things that you do have to be conscious of as well. That this is fairly mindless. That, alright, calls for help, what do I do in this situation? Well, this is all you have to do. You hit a move, you knock out that Pokemon, and then you wait for it to call help again. Like, that's really all that it takes when it comes to this Pokemon chaining method right here. But you do have to be mindful of some other things going on, such as the damage that can do to you. Salandit is actually pretty interesting because it gets Dragon Rage, so it has a chance of doing a lot of damage to pretty much any Pokemon that you have, and it'll try to call for help once again. So if this is a dead turn, heal up my Sneasel, and if not, going to try to keep gambling and see how much damage I can end up taking off of the poison and stuff. But also, sometimes you might want to knock out the already weakened Pokemon. So we'll do that, for example. Say it's been 20, 30 turns or so. You'll want to take out the original Pokemon because there's always a risk of that Pokemon struggling itself to death. If it's at 1 hit points and it runs out of moves and uses struggle, well, then that is going to end your chain right there. So that's something you have to be wary of. But then by just bringing in the new Pokemon, that new Pokemon has a whole new fresh batch of moves, and then it's going to be pretty safe to go right there. Then all we have to do is hit the False Swipe on it, and our chain lives on. So that's it. Like, you don't even have to keep like going back and forth. Just every new Pokemon that appears has a chance of being shiny, and that's going to be it. And it's going to be a better chance than normally in the wild. And if you have a shiny charm, it's going to be super fast and super easy to get a lot of shiny Pokemon. Now I'm just going to go heal up my Sneasel. And then while I'm shiny hunting in the background, I am going to make a note of the shiny locked Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon, because it's all of the legendaries. That means if you have someone that's telling you, hey, I caught a shiny Solgaleo, you can laugh and be like, hey, you're full of crap, because that's pretty much how it works. If someone tells you that, they are just making some BS right there. So you can also see some of the interesting Pokemon like Cosmog. Can't soft reset Cosmog and then end up with a Solgaleo or Lunala in anyways. As you can see, it says it is coded to not appear shiny. So no matter how much someone says, yeah, I caught this, no, it is shiny locked. That's what it means. It's locked. There's no way of getting it shiny. However, as you can see right here, the starter Pokemon are not on it. That you can actually tell when a starter Pokemon is shiny, not when you pick it up. So don't keep soft resetting there if like all the Pokemon come out and none of them look shiny. The initial sprites will not look shiny at the beginning of the game. However, when you actually see the Pokemon in the nickname screen, you'll see like a little shiny sprite is what I've been told. I haven't done it myself because that like shiny soft resetting for the starters is its own crazy thing. Like, it's absolutely possible, which I guess kind of works with this guide. Problem is you have to go through all the cutscenes, and it takes a lot of time to get to that point. So resetting that over and over is quite taxing, but there is still the possibility, and you can identify when you get a shiny starter Pokemon. As you can see right there, all of the Tapu Pokemon not going to be shiny. Same with the Ultra Beast. So if you see an Ultra Beast that is shiny, then no, it is absolutely hacked. Same with any of these Pokemon. If you see all the Tapus, Legendaries, or any of those, you get them off Wonder Trade, that's hacked. If one of your friends trade you, know that they probably aren't to be trusted since they are cheating their Pokemon. And if you see Ultra Beasts in battle, that person is hacking. Now, when it comes to the Magearna and the Marshadow, those two Pokemon are also going to be like mythical event exclusive, so they might be shiny at some point, but that'll only be through distribution once those become available. I don't really think there's too much else to add on to that. You see these Pokemon? Yeah, those Pokemon can't be shiny. GG right there. Now, I should have my shiny Slandit pop up at some point. I'm a couple of resets in, and I have kind of screwed up the video, but we'll see where this goes. Oh, crap, I just got the shiny. I was editing the video, and then a white one appeared. There we go. Yeah, shiny Slandit. That only took 32 minutes. Not bad. So, I'm, like, including all of the other recording takes and stuff like this, and I'm actually not even that far in. Look at my moves down there. I went 11, 13, yeah, so 14 moves. 14 encounters, probably a couple more turns than that because of the actual that's a shiny Slandit. Yeah. So like I said, I'm including all the other things because this is a couple takes into the videos as well. But overall, not bad for the battle. Not bad for the shiny charm either. Actually, I'm wondering if it's going to come out that the shiny charm doesn't affect this chaining method, maybe? It's kind of a weird call because in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and also in like Pokemon X and Y, I think that chain fishing was proven to not be affected by the shiny charm. Same with the Friend Safari. So maybe that the shiny charm just kind of affects natural single one-on-one wild Pokemon encounters, as well as maybe Masuda method for breeding and stuff, because that was way too quick. And then I also pulled up a page that all of you guys should know about if you're seeing a video about shiny Pokemon, A-Drive. Yep, my boy A-Drive. I mean, look at how many shiny Pokemon he has already caught. Pokemon Summon. He's doing a stream right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is like a super, like, shiny Pokemon. If I hit run right now, I would absolutely cry because like my Sneasel fainted. I just still need to throw a Pokeball at this thing. So gotta have control. Gotta have control right now. But yeah, as you can see right there. Also, I was just watching his stream like right before I made this video. So I was watching his stream. I'm like, oh yeah, I should make my shiny guide, shouldn't I? I was watching his stream. Oh crap, and it called for help. So yeah, sometimes you also have to like kind of make sure everything happens just right. So I do need to knock out the Salandit on the left to make sure I don't KO the shiny one right there. So there we go. Still having things going, but yeah, like he just caught a shiny Corsola. So tons of shiny Pokemon. Pretty easy method right here. Even with me not even having the shiny charm, didn't take long for this battle individually. And then what we can, and I'm also getting tweets. You can also see like a lot of comments, you know, got this on my 12th encounter, got this on my 20th encounter. Doesn't really add up too much. So we finally got a free turn right here. So what is, oh, yo guys, I cannot think of anything cooler. Am I out of Premier Balls? Oh no. I'm out of Premier Ball. Oh, wait, no, I got some. All right, I was going to say. We have 2 Premier Balls. I think this is going to work. Like, dude, shiny Salandit in a Premier Ball. We got the red and white with the white and black. Oh, it's going to be so nice right there. So, there we go. Going to wrap this. Oh, if I don't get it, I'm going to be super upset because I only have 2 Premier Balls. But yeah, it's not too difficult. Like, it does add a little bit of, I wouldn't say challenge, but frustration factor to it because now I have to deal with the Salandit. I have to try to catch it. If the catch fails, it's going to summon an ally, so you have to make sure to not click on the wrong one and then just become a shiny fail. How bad would it be if I shiny failed from my shiny guide? Yeah, that'll teach people how to get shiny Pokemon. But overall, there's a lot of guides and resources right now, and shiny hunting in Pokemon Sun and Moon is the simplest. Like SOS battles and everything sound a lot more complicated than they really are. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, Salandit. Don't do this to me. Okay, good. Okay, we're gonna catch it this time. And then you pretty much just go through the motions, and as long as you're not, like, I think the biggest problem right here is that it's pretty susceptible to misclicks that I have kind of dropped the chain a couple of times just because it called for help, I wasn't paying attention, I threw out a damaging move, and I just mashed A. So make sure you're, like, using the touch screen more than anything. And there we go, Premier Ball! Shiny Salandit. I wasn't even paying attention to its gender. Did I just catch a female? Like, that would be absolutely sick if it's a female Salandit. Okay, so it is a male, and there we go. There's the stats right there. Did get the quiet nature, which really isn't what Slandit doesn't want. But wow, I already got a shiny Pokemon. Yeah, pretty fun stuff in Pokemon Sun and Moon. That's where like the Q-Charm would help if you wanted the other one for the Slandit. And we can go tap him and see some cool things happening right there with the attacks and whatnot. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope this guide helps you go out and catch some more Pokemon. I will probably be doing like a Mimikyu hunt at some point. I hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.